Good morning, everyone. I'm Jonathan Nicholson with ISP Supplies, and I would like to welcome everyone to today's webinar with AVSystem, titled Why is Device Management a Must-Have for LTE Service Providers? AVSystem is an IoT device management platform. The company is based in Krakow, Poland, with offices here in the greater Boston area in the United States. Topics which will be covered today include a cloud ACS overview, how to manage your devices at scale, parameters that LTE operators should track, and other useful features for LTE operators, including alerting, grouping by LTE cells, monitoring map, API integrations, and Wi-Fi mesh. We will also be going over the benefits for cloud ACS users and many more topics of interest to cover. We have a pretty jam-packed day today, presentation for everybody. Presenting with us today will be Maciej Bejbak. He's the Customer Success Engineer with AVSystem. Welcome. As well as David Peterson, Senior Engineer with ISP Supplies.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, David? Hello. Also, special thank you to Bart and Susanna for helping put all of today's slides and presentation together. Also to William Yan, who runs their U.S. office in the greater Boston area. Unfortunately, he was not able to make it for us today due to him traveling. So now for a few words from David Peterson.
And welcome, everybody. So a couple years back, ISP Supplies determined and saw a need for a best-of-breed management platform for the LTE community. The open source offerings are, at best to say, minimal and very difficult to operate. And so we identified AVSystem as a great partner, as the best in breed for an online cloud-based device management system using TR69 and other important protocols. This works with LTE, DSL, fiber to the home, all of those platforms support TR69 and other protocols that AVSystem supports that they're going to cover here shortly. So welcome, everyone, and I will leave it to the guys from Poland.
Hi there. So you should now be able to hear me. Thanks for the introduction, Jonathan and David. Thanks for invitation for us to that webinar. And now we'll go directly to the topic. So why is a device management a must-have, so the crucial thing for LTE service providers? So today you will learn that the system, Cloud ACS, how the system, Cloud ACS, will make your operation much more efficient, so your customers much happier, and also reduce costs on your side. So here, now you should be able to see the plan for today's webinar. Don't be afraid, don't be scared. It is estimated for 25-30 minutes maximum. So let's go to that slide. Yeah, you should now be able to see the slide about our company. So AVSystem, we are a medium-sized IT company, as Jonathan said, based in Europe. We like to say that we are shaping the world of connected devices. We are at the market for 13 years, and we are providing specialized platforms for device management and connectivity management. Now we are heavily investing in IoT. So if you have any kind of a device, there is a great chance that we can help you with management of that device. So the next slide, our worldwide presence. Here you can see that we operate globally. We are based in Krakow, in Europe. Okay, probably you are not seeing my pointer. Yeah, or you can. We have sales representatives all around the world, in Boston, in US, in Sao Paulo, Sweden, Taipei, Dubai. So the key takeaway that is from that slide is that we are operating globally. And product portfolio. So today we'll be talking about the Cloud ACS, the TR069 management solution you can start using from the day zero. You can contact ISP Supplies to receive the trial. We'll be talking about trial and the flow of the customer in the following slides. It is also good to know that here we can also offer UMP, which is a protocol hub. So this is the focus on bigger customers, tier 1, tier 2, with 100,000 devices. And interesting thing is we knew two sides of the story. So we have products on the server side as UMP and Cloud ACS, but we have also product on the device side, so client side, CWMP. This is the library, TR069 library. Here you can see it, which is commonly used by device vendors, device manufacturers, and it allows their devices to talk with our server. So expertise, in-depth expertise in the client side makes our performance of our server even better. If you are interested in the 3 other verticals, so IoT, Wi-Fi value-added services, subscriber management, you can contact ISP Supplies or us directly. We can send materials about that to your email address, because today we'll be not talking about those. And now Cloud ACS, so main topic of today's call, how that product can make your operation much better and solve a lot of ISP's problems. So starting from the beginning, what ACS actually means. So from broadband forum naming, this is auto configuration server. So this is a product, the thing which can auto configure your devices, reducing manual work on your side. And the question you now may have is, so what kind of a device can I connect to Cloud ACS? And the answer is pretty simple. So every device with TR069 support. This is not a new thing. This is well-established standard, the industry standard. So you will find TR069 available on the leading brands of devices. You can see them on the slide, but not only on them. As I said, this is well-established standard, and it is used for years by telecoms and ISPs. And the second question you can have here, so who is this for? So what is the requirement to have a system like that? So here, similarly, if you have many devices, like 100 devices, 200 devices, you will gain a lot from Cloud ACS, because having the platform using which you can perform massive firmware upgrade or change the configuration on 1,000 devices at once, this is great benefit. Okay, so this is for the typical user of Cloud ACS is any kind of internet service provider, telecommunication company, and also some enterprises. So let's imagine that you have 500 stores in US, you are a retail chain. For sure you will have more than 500 devices, every device per store, per shop. So having the tool to manage them all, to perform the changes in the bulk without sending the technician to each of those stores will heavily reduce costs on your side. So the time and the truck rolls will be reduced. And here, some kind of an outlier, device manufacturers, they are typically using us to test their firmware, their software. So they can learn a lot from us. We are learning from them, and we are making our product much better because of those cooperations. And what problems do we actually solve? So why you should have the system like that in your operation, in your company? So four main things, general benefits. Initial device configuration. So you can remotely activate some services on a device without, as I said previously, sending technicians to your customers. Any kind of a service, Wi-Fi, internet, VoIP, can be activated remotely. Second point here, global maintenance actions. So firmware upgrade, backup, restore, all of those stuff can be done on the groups. Of course, it can also be done on individual devices. But the ultimate goal benefit is that you can schedule something on a group, which can be 100, 1,000, 5,000 devices. So at once, with one click, you can do a procedure on your whole device fleet. Customer care interface. So Cloud ACS offers dedicated interface for your customer care team. For non-technical people, they can solve problems really, really fast. And the last point here, so integration possibility. We have open available APIs, so you can integrate us with third-party platforms, with CRM to take data from CRM and present them in Cloud ACS. Also, the other way around, you can send something from Cloud ACS to some third-party system. And what can be particularly interesting for LTE operators, and what we may think may be interesting for you guys. So, monitoring of radio conditions. We can graph any parameter the device is reporting to us, to the Cloud ACS, so to the server. It can be RSRP. You can change the time range of data presentation. You can see and compare device performance between one device and the group. We can present them on the following slides. And the proactive alerting. Cloud ACS can send you notifications, different kind of notifications, emails, some notifications to third-party platforms that something happened. There are also some self-healing mechanisms. So system can detect that Wi-Fi is disabled and enabled it back to fix the problem on customer side. Okay, so now we'll go to the details of those features. So we'll discuss the things we think are the most important and interesting for ISPs. First of them, firmware upgrade. So let's imagine the case that you have a support call. Your customer is calling that something is not working, probably because there is some bug in the firmware. So using Cloud ACS, you can identify device super fast by ID you are using in your company, by phone number, by email address, location, anything can be used to find a problematic device related to the support call. The easiest will be the phone number who is calling you. So you can see a device as on the slide, and you can go to firmware upgrade module. This is really easy to use. You can upload the file. It will be presented on the screen. You can choose the file of your interest, highlight it, click upgrade. That's all. The upgrade will be scheduled. With the next device connection, your device will be upgraded. So this is level 1. The level 2 is doing that on the group. So it's the difficulty is the same. You can just choose the group of your interest and schedule the upgrade with one click. As a result, you will have 10,000 devices upgraded to the newest firmware version without sending technicians, without calling your customers. Okay. So similarly, reboot, factory reset, backup, all of those features can be scheduled from our system. As you can see there, you can choose individual device, click schedule backup. In the case of any outage problem with a device, you can go to the same tab and click restore. The configuration will be restored. So I can see that Dave has some comment here.
Yeah, hey guys. One thing I wanted to bring up, these guys, the AVSystem is used to some very, very large customers. The numbers he's throwing out are in the thousands or tens of thousands. But what we've done with ISP Supplies and AVSystem is we worked up a low barrier to entry. So the minimum number of devices to start working with AVSystem is only 500 devices, well within the budget of almost any wireless ISP. So we helped bring it to the community without a large barrier to entry.
Yeah, this is true. This is great comment here. Yeah, there is no limitation. Yeah, we do not only work with the biggest, as tier 1, as tier 2s, but also with smaller cases. So on that slide, I'm not sure it's visible. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Cloud ACS can visually suggest what is currently going on with your device in a graphical way. So if RSRP level is in the threshold, you will see the button excellent. If there is some issue, the quality will be labeled as poor. So your customer care team, without in-depth knowledge of protocol devices, can see if something is not working correctly. So using such a panel, they can investigate simple cases and check, maybe there is a problem with a device location, maybe it's located somewhere in different place. Okay, and now as we touch the monitoring part, one of the biggest, the most important features of Cloud ACS, which not only auto configuration server, we have many additional modules, is the monitoring. So you can track basically any parameter reported by a device, as on the slide. So here you have RSRP graphed. You can change the time range. We store this data for months, so you can go to the past and see the device performance 1 month ago. And as I said, this is the beginning. The ultimate goal of that is to compare those results. So compare result of individual device, which is problematic or suspicious for you, to the benchmark, which can be average from the current LTE cell in which that device is located. So as on the slide now, you can see that for RSRP, the results are quite similar. They are in line, so individual device versus the group. But for the parameter below, there is quite a difference. So maybe this is causing some problems for that user. And as I said, you can compare to individual device to a group, which can be anything you want. It can be the group with current cell to which that device is connected. It can be the whole device fleet. It can be some region in which you are operating. Any benchmark which will be insightful for you. And as we are talking about the groups, we'll go to the slide on which you will see the grouping. This is used by majority of our LTE customers. So Cloud ACS can group your devices automatically without manual touch. This is working out of the box during the trial. You can check that. So we are grouping your devices based on current LTE cell to which that device is located. This is dynamic, so after your device is reconnecting to other cell, it will change the group to which it is connected in our system. So you can see where your devices currently are. This is insightful, but you can also do things on those groups. So you can see the monitoring result for particular cell. So radio conditions, performance of that cell, compare that cell to another cell or to average for the whole device fleet. You can schedule some procedures on those cells. So you can reboot only devices in the cell 16 as here on the slide on the underperforming cell. So by clicking on those groups, you will see the devices, their IP address, their performance, some notes, so for example, the name of your customer. It's really helping. And this is really similar to the thing presented on the previous slide, but in the form of the widget, so more in a graphical way. Here you can also see the cell number, how many devices you have in that cell, how many of them are connecting, what part is online, offline, and the performance represented by those colors. So yeah, you can use both of them, which is more friendly for your operation. And the next slide, so proactive alerting. As we mentioned at the beginning, Cloud ACS can be also used as a tool for alerting. We can be faster than your customer. So this is the goal, to use such a platforms as Cloud ACS, so your customer will not call you because you will fix the problem before their call. Our system can send you an email notification, can notify third-party platform that something happened, and here, using a widget like that, you can adjust the thresholds. So you know your business better than us, so you can adjust the RSRP levels to the level you want to have. And if that threshold is exceeded, something can happen, and we can help you define what should happen. So it can be a reboot, it can be emailed to your customer, it can be emailed to your support team. And we can present something like the table presented on the slide. So also group view, but here you can see only the devices with exceeded threshold. So you can select your main group and choose the alert you want to use. And those devices which are presented here are the devices with exceeded threshold. So you can contact those customers, you can try to reboot them. Yeah, this is really powerful that you can perform operation on the filtered device list according to some rule, exceeded RSRP, for example. Yep, let's go to the next slide. So monitoring map. We are able to present your devices on the map, devices, BTSs, cells, as you can see there. This is also dynamic, so the device will change location after reconnecting to other cell. Okay, and after hovering, this is not working here because this is a slide, not our system. But after hovering your mouse on that dot on the cell, you will see the monitoring result for that particular cell. So average RSRP for last hour. You can, of course, change those monitoring, so it can be any parameter you want. It can be total download, total upload, response time. So any stat which is some kind of a KPI for you can be presented when you are using that map. Okay, let's move on. And the customer care interface. So I mentioned that at the beginning. So using that interface, your customer care team can solve problems really, really fast. They are able to help and do things on devices device by device. So operation on groups are blocked for the safety reasons. And they can use widgets like that one, which is presented on the slide, which is some kind of a sanity check. It is suggesting what is working, what is not working. We can see that internet is fine, Wi-Fi is fine. There is some issue with VoIP. Customer care agent can just click on the configure button and re-enable the VoIP. So it's really easy because we want to make that problem solving as fast as possible. So the call with your customer will be shorter, your customer will be happier. Okay, and REST API. So you can, we are aware that you have many platforms in use. In the best scenario, we'll be the only platform used in your operation, but typically this is not the case. So you can use API, REST API in that case, to connect us with other platforms. Data can be sent to us and from us. We have this kind of a documentation. This is a part documentation, part testing system, because you can send requests directly from that site. It can also generate snippets of code you can embed in your application. So if you are interested in connecting things, connecting us with other systems, as I said, CRM, any platform can be linked with us. You can use that to play and learn what methods should be used. Okay, and the Wi-Fi part. So this is not main topic of today's presentation, but we know that some LTE devices has also Wi-Fi, so it is good to mention our powerful Wi-Fi features. The first one, which is currently on the slide, Wi-Fi scan. So this can make Wi-Fi experience of your customer the best possible, because the common problem with the Wi-Fi is the problem of overlapping Wi-Fi channels. Many devices are broadcasting on the same channel. So that thing is scanning Wi-Fi neighborhood, assessing, ranking all the channels, and presenting to you the best possible, with the little level of interference possible. This can also be automated, so it can run every week, every month, and automatically change channel to the best one possible. Okay, and the mesh. So if this is supported by your device, so if this data is reported to ACS, we can graph this kind of, we can say, network map. So you can see all the hosts connected to your main device. This is here. And some data about those hosts. So You can see the signal strength, IP address, graphical indication of the quality of the connection. You can see that I'm not sure if this is visible for you, but some lines are green, some lines are in red color. It means that the quality of the connection, you can also adjust that. So here we have main device. You can also see the repeaters, access points connected. So this can also be used for the upsell, for the debug. If you will see here 200 devices, probably this is the cause of the poor Wi-Fi experience on the customer side. Or maybe someone is stealing the internet from that router. Okay, so now the benefits. Summing up, you can save time and money by deploying the system like ours, because the customer care calls will be shorter. Your customer will be happier because you will solve problems in some cases before the customer can see it. The number of the truck rolls can be significantly reduced if you are using our automation flows. So the device can be initially configured without manual work. It can be also reconfigured in the case of some issues with the Wi-Fi internet without sending technicians. Okay, and the onboarding plan, so how you can cooperate with us. So this is the slide for that. Now you are before your trial, so as the arrow here, so you are before your first trial. If you want to sign up, you can contact ISP Supplies. They will give you more details. Typical trial lasts 2 weeks. You can test and play. There is no limitation. So this is a full-featured platform. We are not limiting the feature set. The trial platform will be your the platform you are using after subscribing. Okay, and if you're interested to join us to subscribe to the service, you can also contact our partners, ISP Supplies. And during the onboarding, we want to teach you the system. So you will have in-depth training. The package of professional services you can use for adjustments, customizations, our help. And after that, our goal is to make you a self-sufficient user. Of course, you can contact us, we'll help. You will have dedicated support system to reports any kind of the problem. But the idea is that you will not be ordering more professional services because you will know the platform and what you can do with that system. So basically, that's all from my side. Now we can go to the Q&A session.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. A few questions did come in during the presentation, and we have some time to cover some of them. One of the questions is, could you tell us something about the business model and what is the structure of the pricing?
Yeah, okay, this is a great question. I didn't talk about that. So it's quite simple. You are paying monthly per device connected. The more devices you have, the cheaper individual devices. There are different tiers. We can send you more detailed pricing. So if you're interested in that, please contact ISP Supplies and they will send the detailed pricing. But as I said, per month per connected device.
And for pricing, they can always send us an email at sales@ispsupplies.com or just give us a call. Another question is, where is the system hosted?
Okay. So we have many servers all around the world, but for US-based customers, we'll use the US-based server. There are multiple nodes in US, so we can choose some for you.
Excellent. What LTE parameters can I monitor using your system?
Okay, so I have some slide on that. Maybe I didn't mention that you can basically track and graph any parameter you want. So this is just a part of our LTE, predefined LTE monitoring module. You can, this contains some parameters. We think they are interesting for LTE providers, but there is no need to use that template. You can build your monitoring choosing the parameters of your interest. So there is a custom monitoring module, and you can pick parameter by parameter and have the monitoring, which will cover all of your needs.
Great. And with that 14-day trial, I'm sure they'll be able to see all the features too.
Dave, do you have some comments here?
Sorry about that. So, Jonathan, we also have worked with AVSystem and some of our larger customers to set up together a boilerplate of some of the most important monitors that you need as an LTE provider. And so when they go into the trial, we typically apply that template to their account, and immediately they're going to start seeing KPIs start to populate in the system immediately. So you go pretty quickly from adding devices to being able to monitor long before the 14 days are over. Now, if you also have like the global telecom units, Global Telecom is a partner with AVSystem. And so all the units automatically populate into AVSystem. And so we can actually move them into your trial account. So all of them will be moved over immediately without any intervention on the customer's side.
Okay, Jonathan, do you want to add something to that?
Sure. There's another question that came in. Is there any limit on the number of devices you can handle? And what happens when the configured threshold is exceeded? Okay,
so basically there is no limitation because the infrastructure can scale with the number of devices which are connecting. If we will have more devices, the infrastructure will be scaling up to handle that automatically. But if you are below 100,000, Cloud ACS is for you. On that threshold, above that threshold, we may discuss the UMP, which is focused on the bigger projects. But below that, for sure, you can go to Cloud ACS. Yeah, and some comment from Dave.
And from and so from the ISP supply side of things. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Me okay?
Yes.
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys. From the ISP supplies, what we did was we worked out 3 tiers to start with. So it's 500, 1,000, and 1,500 minimum devices per month. Bronze, silver, and gold are basically the plan names. Then after that, it's on a more per device basis that will work with you and AVSystem once you get beyond the 1,500 device threshold for our basic plans.
Great, thank you. We have time for one more question. And that last one is, how fast can I start using the service and what time is needed for the setup?
Okay, also great question. So you can start from the day 0. As David said, we built really powerful template, account template. So after subscribing, after joining the trial, you will see the fully prepared account. If you're interested, just contact ISP Supply and the trial will start.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, this is all the time that we have for today. If anyone sent in any questions that we weren't able to get to, we will make sure to post them when we upload the video. I would like to thank everyone for taking the time to join our discussion, and a special thank you to Mathieu and the rest of the AVSystem team also for putting together today's presentation, and for David Peterson for supporting our discussion as well. As mentioned, today's webinar will also be recorded and uploaded to our YouTube channel, as well as shared across social media platforms. So please make sure to follow and subscribe to us. For a 14-day trial, please either email us at sales@ispsupplies.com, or you can give us a call. Our number is 855-WISP-PRO, which is 855-947-7776, and we'll be able to get you set up and put you in contact with the team over at AVSystem. So I would like to wish everyone a wonderful rest of your week. God bless everyone, and thank you for attending.
Yeah, thanks for ISP supply team for inviting us, and also for Cloud ACS team and Wojtek, who is our video DJ there. Thanks for your time and attention.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, bye.